Steve, a 1-1 draw here at Shrewsbury Town. What was your assessment of that one?
Well, disappointing from our point of view. I think we're dominating the game when we lose a goal and go 1-0 down, but that's happened to us a couple of times this season already. I think then we need to find a way to go to half time. We didn't really hold it up in the forward area, so we didn't get any momentum built. I think it probably looked a poor game if you're here as a neutral in terms of the first half. I think we identified where we could change our game and take the positives of we fight first before we lie down, and I think second half it's just dominant, isn't it? It's just one-way traffic. It's a clear penalty. I think it's such a dangerous challenge. I've just seen it back on the screen. It's a question why he's on the pitch still. So we score from the penalty, and then we have a lot of play around about their box, a lot of balls into the box. I think it's 12 efforts on goal away from almost like a home team. I think the home supporters, you could see they're shouting for the whistle at time up. But you know, we've drawn a game, and a game we should have won. But you know, we said it for 2 or 3 times this season. So, but good character in the second half, and that's what I praise the players for.
Is that another one? I know you referred sort of in the week to the Burton draw and to the Bristol Rovers draw. Is this another one to add to that list of puts and maybes?
Yeah, I think you can add Charlton to that as well. I think we should win the game. So I think Nathan was in Cuckoo Land when he talked about it afterwards. But that's his Cuckoo Land business, not mine. Yeah, I think when you're in topping games and you're in the dominance that we had at the start of the game, you're probably looking like we're the team that's probably most likely going to score a goal. Crowd of here are boisterous and get behind the team, but they're quiet today. I think they're quiet with their performance in large spells. But more importantly, in the second half, as soon as we changed our shape, we came totally dominant. And apart from the odd breakaway, which is a launch ball into our half, then you know we're disappointed to go away with a point. But we'll take it. We didn't get any last week, so we've got a point. We'll add to it, and then we'll try and build on it at Cambridge on Tuesday.
How disappointing a few minutes was it in that first half? Because you've seen a goal at one end be disallowed through Jamie McCart, and then all of a sudden you're 1-0 down at the other. Yeah,
I've not seen the playback yet as to whether it's offside. I can't tell it. We hope the assistants got it right, don't we? If it's right, then we've got no complaints. What I would say is a brilliant ball in, a fantastic header with Jamie. Jamie also gets the penalty. That's the one I'm questioning why the boy stays on the park. But listen, I think the referee was okay today. I'm not blaming him for us not winning all 3 points. We had enough good play into the final third. You know, we had 3 or 4 free kicks, and Joe Hungbo puts 3 of them behind the goal. And that's not the quality Joe's about. He just puts his hands up as he walks in. He knows he's better than that. So it's not about me slapping him. It's about me just getting him back on the training ground, and we practice. And that's what we're about. You know, we're here today without massive players. Jono Clark Harrison comes on, gets a penalty, 70%. I asked him if he'd go on the bench. Kid's got the heart the size of Big Ben. Sean Raggett failed a test. We gave him to this morning, wasn't he quite right? Liam Kelly, we tried yesterday, wasn't he quite right? Big players for us, but you know, we're also grateful. I thought Jack Holmes came on and gave us a real presence today. The 2 wide boys did, and I thought second half T and Pearl controlled the game from 45 minutes onwards.
No Hakeem and Dawson either. What was the prognosis?
That was hamstring yesterday, end of training. Physically came into my office about half an hour before we departed and said he was feeling it. I spoke to the lad himself. Again, he's got the heart the size of Big Ben, wants to play. We can't play injured players. It's as simple as that. So if you count the players we're here without today, it's 4 that if Donald Duck stood here as the manager, they play, and if Pep Guardiola stood here as manager, those 4 probably start the games. So we're without big players, but you have periods in that, and we need to go through it. Let's go to Cambridge and let's be positive. And brilliant support today. I think nearly 900 Millers fans. We don't deserve 60 at the minute in terms of results away from home. 2 years without winning. Nearly 1,000 of them turn up today, and you could see what they thought of the performance. Forget the result. They'll all go away in the support coaches and cars, and they'll be as down as I will travelling home and tonight and tomorrow. But they've seen a performance which was more like we play, like we dominated. This was a Bristol Rovers performance, a bottom performance, and unlike last week, we dominated.
It is 40 league games now without a win away from home. How do you go about trying to get that monkey off your back at Cambridge on Tuesday?
I had a chat with our chairman and directors before the game today. They were here, and I said to the chairman, I reminded the players that it ain't this group that's gone 40 games in 2 years. Maybe 1 or 2 of them, but not the group. And we've been close. We were close at Charlton. We should have done it. We're close today. We should have done it. So let's see what can be achieved at Cambridge, and if it's not Cambridge, we'll worry about Peterborough in a few weeks' time. So this is, people forget this is a real tough spell for us. You know, 4 away games out of 5 in the league. That's tough in League One. And against good opposition, when you say you're going to Shrews, who have only lost here apart from Peterborough their goal, you go to Cambridge, and then we have Peterborough and Leighton Orient away, so they're all tough.
You brought on Joe Hungbo at the break, and it was an impact from him, wasn't he? He looked quite dangerous, quite lively, and I suppose that's the sort of impact you want from your half-time substitutes after being a goal down. Yeah,
I thought Joe was good when he came on. I thought Jack Holmes was good. They gave us a different dimension to the game. We played very expansive, very wide to players. I said to the staff at half-time, I'll take the responsibility if we lose. But I would rather try to win. I've always played that way. We tried to win, didn't quite happen for us. Joe Hungbo is a really good player. Hopefully we've got him eventually fit in the last week probably. We've got him fit to be on the pitch on a regular basis. And he gives you a spark, disappoints quality. That's probably why the kid's he's not been on the pitch for 2 or 3 weeks with little niggly injuries. And that's the quality you need when somebody's playing consistently and not just coming off the bench today and playing a part.
Just finally, you handed Cam Dawson his first league start for the club. Why was now the right time to give him the nod in front of Dylan Phillips?
Well, I think you go 7 or 8 games. I think you know when a lot of them. I think it's time to freshen it up. We freshened it up at the front end of the pitch with Jordan for John, although John was struggling. We tried to freshen it up as well in other areas. Alan McDonald coming in. And I thought Mackie did well, particularly for the first 55, 60 minutes, but the plan was on 60 minutes he'd run out of legs. So it wasn't just a case of isolation about Doss. Doss is unfortunately not to keep a clean sheet today. I think, listen, let's put it frankly, he's had nothing to do apart from picking unmarked, running up into a box and scores with a header. Cam's had nothing to do apart from long kicks in catching practice.
Do you see him as the number one for now though?
No, there's 2 number ones here. Dylan and him will compete. We'll have a look at the boys on Monday, and if we feel that Cam should start, he'll start. We said it with Dylan. We have 2 number ones. Cam's had to sit and be patient. If Dylan has to sit and be patient, I don't really care. You know, I'll pick the team honestly, and I pick it to win as we did today. Not many people have been bringing Hungbo and Jack Holmes onto the pitch to try and get an away win for Rotherham United, but they've trained well and we thought it was right.